Joining us now, former U.S. Attorney and MSNBC legal analyst Joyce Vance and State Attorney for Palm Beach County, Florida, Dave Aronberg. So, question for both of you. Can he get out of paying this by getting someone else to pay for it? Like Jared got $2 billion from Saudi Arabia. I mean, he has lots of rich family members. Joyce, you first.
So it doesn't really matter how Donald Trump satisfies this judgment. He can get money from other places. You know, it can be $5 in donations from grandmas and grandpas across the country, I suppose. But the reality is, even though there will be an appeal, even though it may take some time, Donald Trump will pay every last penny of this money to E. Jean Carroll.
Dave, your take?
I agree with Joyce. I don't see him getting out of this. He's got to post a bond just to appeal within 30 days of the judgment. And so E. Jean Carroll will get her money at some point. He can try to get money from his supporters, but he's got to tell them what it's for. He can't say, help me with my re-election fund, and then divert the money to pay off E. Jean Carroll. That would be a crime. So ultimately, I think she gets paid, and maybe friends of his will help him pay it, because looming down the pike, as you mentioned, is the fact that there's an even greater judgment that he's going to face in the New York civil fraud trial, where he faces up to $370 million in liability. So it's not going to get any better for the former president.
Joyce, talk about what you think Donald Trump's own behavior in court did during this trial, what impact it had on the final ruling from the jury.
I think that's a great question, because the verdict in the first trial was $5 million. You know, here we have $83.3 million. What happened? Donald Trump happened. Donald Trump continued to defame E. Jean Carroll in advance of this trial, after the prior verdict, and during this trial. And Robbie Kaplan, who's a very skillful lawyer, was quick to point that out to the jury throughout the trial and in closing argument. You know, I've known E. Jean Carroll for a long time. Those comments we heard from her before this segment started are very characteristic of who she is, and in many ways she stands for sexual assault victims across the country. I think that's the use that Roberta Kaplan, the lawyer, put Donald Trump's comments to in closing argument. Donald Trump had said, I've said this before, I'll say it 1,000 times again, in a social media post during the trial. And Robbie Kaplan said, you've got to make it stop. And that's what this jury's verdict is intended to do.
So, Joyce, let's get you on two other Trump-related legal matters that, frankly, either of them could come at any day. And one is the verdict in the civil fraud trial, also in New York, and what punishment he may receive there. And the second is that federal appeals court in Washington, who is mulling over Trump's claim of total presidential immunity. Can you give us your best guess, if you will, as to when we'll hear about both and what they might say?
So I have two straightforward answers for you, Jonathan. On Judge Engoron's ruling in the New York civil frauds case, he's told us to expect an order on Wednesday. I think we'll see it on schedule or close to it. And he'll stick to the decisions that he made before that case went to trial. I think we will see him pull the certificates of business from Trump Organization, which means that they will have to stop doing real estate business in the state of New York. We'll see him order them to disgorge a significant amount of ill-gotten gains of profit attributable to the fraud. Maybe not as high as New York Attorney General Letitia James has asked for, but it will be substantial. And then on the immunity issue, you know, I think like all of us, I'm just watching the time tick, the clock tick, wondering when we will see this ruling. It should be any day now. It will be a ruling that says that Donald Trump is not cloaked in presidential immunity for criminal acts. The real issue is whether the three panel judges will have a unanimous route that they take to get there, and whether or not there will be an additional appeal before this case goes to trial.